Hello. Good
Hello,
morning.
hello.
Well,
Good
it's
morning. How
morning
are
where I
you?
am. It's
Okay.
lunchtime where you are. Is that not
It it is. It is. And in the UK, it's almost,
evening?
is it tea time? Is it tea time?
Tea time is 4 o'clock in the
Okay.
UK. So,
And I just saw the notice pop. So
well, I forgot to put it on
it's
so
all
it
good.
would come on
No,
mine.
we're good.
So,
This is lovely.
hello, Gerald.
Hello, Debbie. Thank you for having me here. I am so
Well, thank
glad
you
we
for
did
coming.
this because people really seem to enjoy when the five of us were doing readings, when we were with Ben and Richie and you, and we were doing those readings. It was great fun.
It was fun, and I had a couple of viewers tell me later they didn't know exactly what was going on, but they really enjoyed it.
Well, which is actually a really good is helpful feedback, because what I need to do is I do need to make sure, like 5-10 minutes in, I remind people what's going on.
Yes.
I need to
And
come up with a better way to say that into the description.
well, I thought I enjoyed it because I thought that the vast majority of the readings, each of us added to each other.
I love that. I
And
love that.
that's why when you know that you're doing it right is
Hmm.
when we all agree, when our cards agree.
When the cards weave together and tell a really clear message. I
Yes.
love that.
Yes, I do too.
I
I
love
do
that.
too.
Yeah.
Well, let's
And by
say
the
hello.
way, everybody who is here, please like and subscribe. Show Debbie some love.
And go over
Got to
to
do
this
that.
guy's channel where there you are. There you are. And like and
So
subscribe. I put the link in the chat and it's also in the show notes below.
lovely. Lovely. Thank
Um,
you.
let's say hello to some people. There's Anne.
Deanne. Deanne, hello.
Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming.
Is
Viviani.
Deanne, I would think Deanne is work lurking.
I
I get
bet
that
she
feeling.
is.
Yeah.
And Viviani is
Viviani,
here.
hello.
Nice to see you.
Yes.
Natalie Nola
Hi, Natalie.
is here. TarotStache is here.
Ooh,
I
trouble,
know.
trouble.
um, let me see. Gertrude. Hi, Gertrude. Gertrude's here.
Hi, Gertrude. Good to see you.
It's lovely to have
Nice to
you.
have you here.
Let's see. Juno is here. Hello,
Hi,
Juno.
Juno.
And Sherry.
Sherry. Sherry was a very nice host for when
She
I was
is
on her channel.
a lovely person,
Appreciated
and
that.
I need to have her back. I have
Hmm.
several people I need to have back. I will, as I get feeling better in the next few days, I will start sending out emails again.
Good. And by the way, this woman is an overachiever, because after the last time we were together, we scheduled this, and then not a half an hour later, you posted it on YouTube, and I'm like, going, "Oh, girl, I gotta up my game." Okay, because I got good stuff coming the end of September and in October.
Oh,
Hi,
cool.
Gina M.
Hi, Gina. Nice to have you with us. Let's see, anyone else slip in without my knowing it? You have to excuse my
Cartomancy
cartomancy
Mesquite.
mesquite. Hi, Angela.
Angela.
And my mouse has a mind of its own today, people. So
Awesome. Congratulations.
I know it's Mercury retrograde in action.
There you go.
Either
There
that
you
or I
go.
got my crystals too close to it.
Oh, what crystals do you have near you?
Well, on my person, I have all my healing crystals because
Uh-huh.
I've been under the weather. So I have
Yes.
a gold stone, I have shungite, green opal, and one that I can see it, but I can't. And then to the side, I have, I'm Scorpio. Shocking. I know that is shocking.
I know, me too. Yes.
So
Shocking.
I have some Scorpio stones. I have a tiger's eye and
You're a Scorpio?
citrine. Yes, I know. It's shocking.
I know
I'm extra Scorpio, Gerald.
I owe you a mustache, and in that will probably be some tiny hands.
Cool. I love the tiny hands.
So
And I have an amethyst, of course.
very nice.
And my pendulum I use is an amethyst.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have around me at the moment.
Beautiful.
So
Beauteous. Beauteous.
do you have crystals?
I have a bunch of crystals behind me, and I keep the largest one is a selenite crystal because I keep it near my television, so it helps to it just helps to clean things out. And
That's
at my
the
feet,
other one I have
a
on my person. That's
yeah. There you go.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah. And Gina M is going into listening mode.
Okay.
So
thank you, Gina. Thank you for. Oh, there's Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
Valerie and oil painter are working on my astrological chart. So that is.
Ooh. It takes two people to do your astrological chart. Easy for me to say astrological chart.
I'm extra Scorpio.
You heard it here first, people.
Anyway, what have you got coming up, Gerald, in the rest of September and into October?
Well, I will say that. Oh, look at me! I'm going to do another at the end of the month. I'm going to do another TarotStache way, where we'll talk about pentacles, and that'll be on a Tuesday. Yes, Deb is double trouble. And so you know that. And then
that will be a very informative discussion.
Oh, well, thank you. And I know on your channel, because Jeffrey and I are going out of town for his birthday celebration, and you are hosting Ben on your channel on Monday during my regular time slot, because I didn't want people to miss, and I will, because I'll be traveling back, and I want to make sure that people know about that.
Yes.
And then back and forth with Jamie and Gerald. Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path.
I love those.
Oh, I do too. It's on Tuesday. And Ben from Beneficial Tarot is asking the questions. And it's a little earlier than normal. So it's an hour earlier. And we have some lovely questions from coming from Joe. Emailed me some questions, and I've passed those on to Ben. And Jamie and I have absolutely no idea what those will be.
That makes it fun, doesn't it? Since you don't have
I think so.
a chance to prepare, so everything is going to be a genuine response.
Yes, and I'm very excited. Lisa from Zena's Place and I are doing a deck casual about the cute little Lenormand, and the deck creator Sarah Lyons will be joining us, and that's the last. Yeah, so basically, people just need to like and subscribe. I will be putting stuff on my community tab so that they can be in the know. And then I have Tuesdays with TarotStache exclusively on Jane the Seeker in a couple of weeks on Jane the Seeker. So
that is so like, subscribe, hit that bell so you know whenever Gerald's either going live.
Smash the like.
You hardly ever just upload a video. You're almost always live streams.
Yes, because I'm lazy. There was a request for me to, because Jeffrey and I are going quilting. We'll get to the readings in a second. I see your question, Juno. But Jeffrey and I, we're going quilting, and I may take some photos and some videos and upload a video about the art quilt that I was working on, if people seem interested in that.
I would be interested in that, because
Okay.
I really enjoy your artwork.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
My dad taught me to quilt when I was in junior high school.
Very nice.
It came up in home economics, and my dad's family, my grandmother, and they all quilted. They were from a part of the foothills of the Appalachians.
Yeah.
And so that's, if they wanted to be warm, they had to make quilts.
Yes, and it didn't matter if you were man, woman, child, adult, you helped. Hi, Joan B.
Tara Reina is here. Am I saying that right? Tara Reina? Is that how you say your name?
I don't know. Tara Reina?
I don't know if it's Tara Reina or Tara Raina.
Oh, it could be Tara Raina.
And I want to make sure that I say it right. So
okay, she said yes,
Tara
but we
Reina.
said, okay, is it so Tara Reina? So don't say anything else. Don't say anything else. Just say the first one, Tara Reina. Okay, I'm just looking at my
first one. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yay.
So thank you for clarifying that, because I really do want to honor everyone by saying their name correctly.
Absolutely. Now, did your father teach you how to quilt on a sewing machine, or was it hand quilting?
By hand.
Okay, that's something that I have not done.
And so I know I can piece together on a machine, but as far as actually quilting, I can do that by hand. And my great grandmother on my other side, on my mother's side, one of my great grandmothers taught me how to tack. So I know how to tack and I know how to quilt.
Nice. Love that. Ooh, Deanne, Blue Crescent Tarot said, our names are spells. I agree.
I agree too.
Yes. So, ooh, that's great. I've been shuffling for 13 minutes now, and it's like my mother, we played euchre with her, and if we were shuffling too long, she would go, are you trying to shuffle the faces off of those cards? It's like, no, ma'am. So,
well, it's a comforting thing to do. I do it too.
Yes,
I do it, or I play with my pendulum. I'll hold my pendulum, and since it's an amethyst, the one that I use the most is an amethyst, then I think it can't hurt.
Yeah.
So anyone who would like to ask a question, please feel free to do that. Juno, I have your question. So
type it all in caps.
Yes, if you type it in caps and maybe put an emoji, then the possibility of my seeing it will be increased.
There you go.
I don't want to leave anyone out.
Sherry says, I must be shit out of luck because I don't think Sherry means anything other than just a name. Well, no, it means your name, and therefore it's all of the power that you've put with your name.
Not to mention that you were named after an amazing ventriloquist.
Was she named after Sherry and Lamb Chop?
Yeah.
I love that. No one. Okay. So what was Sherry's name? What was that? Lamb Chop, Sherry.
She had.
I'm looking over at Jeffrey, and he's thinking about it. Sherry
Lewis.
Sherry Lewis. And isn't this interesting? Because Sherry Lewis was a ventriloquist, and Sherry H, voices from the swamp, voices, hearing things. Did you think of that, Sherry? Love that. Thank you. Sherry means plains. Sherry is Hungarian for princess, plus whatever you intend it to be. I love that.
Yes. So there you go, Sherry. Your name does mean something, and it means something to you
Yes.
personally.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
She's work lurking. I know she is. That's why she hasn't answered.
Yeah, well, she's multitasking.
Yes, she is. So,
So, all right.
okay.
So, I see one other question that I'm going to get a specific deck out for.
I am going to go ahead and start.
Mm-hmm.
We have Juno. If I may ask, can you see if my best friend Talinda will be moving from Indiana to Arizona to be near me? Okay.
I'm going to do a special spread for that. Normally, where is it? Okay.
Let's just verify.
Okay.
All right, this is for entertainment purposes only, Don't,
Mm-hmm.
we're just playing cards over here.
Yeah. Don't make any decisions based upon what we say. What we say. Use your brain, people.
And if you need to consult a professional,
Seek
please
professional
do.
help. Yes. I have too much stuff on my desk.
Well,
Okay. So. All right.
okay. Juno, my pendulum said yes. Talinda will be moving to Arizona to be near you within about 3 months. And so I clarified with a card, and I got the Knight of Wands, which is practical action and change of residence.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going
Yeah.
to say yes.
And I'm going to say there needs to be very clear why she's moving, more than just to be near you. Is she running away from something? Uh, because it's an important thing to figure that out, because she needs to know what she's going to do, and
Have a plan in place.
have a plan in place. She's going to have a couple of different decisions to make around how to spend her money in order to travel and to get there. So, but it will certainly turn her life upside down, but it could be a very rewarding thing. She's very unhappy in Indiana. Okay.
That's
So,
yes. So if she's
she
very
needs something to look
unhappy,
forward to. Yeah.
yes, and having the comfort of a friend
Mm-hmm.
may be the real reason that she's coming near
Sure.
where you are.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. So I hope that helps, Juno. Yeah, she said the place across from me is for sale. She could move in there. Do you want her that close, though, Juno?
That is an excellent question.
You know,
Familiarity sometimes breeds contempt. Thank you, Valerie.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
going to. Yes, it will be great for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Sherry did confirm she's work lurking.
Yep,
She's writing a report and
of course.
placing an order and talking to us.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't order those extra Sharpie pens.
Right.
You know, make sure you order 1 box and not 10.
Juno said she is familiar with this area. She and her husband are involved in the making of the movie Tombstone, which was
Oh,
filmed in Mescal, 7 miles away. So that's cool. So
wow.
she's been there. She knows
Mm-hmm.
what she's getting into as far as the lay of
Yeah,
the land.
I love that. Good.
Okay. So
Good.
she said, I don't want to live with her or anyone else, but next door is perfect. Okay.
Good.
Good deal. Oh, Gertrude says she learned simple quilting from her mother.
That's amazing.
It's quilting is one of those skills that has all generally been handed down through families. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely it's the time when you sit down and when you learn it enough, then it's a time for conversation, sharing of stories.
You're welcome, Gina.
So, yeah.
Okay. The next question is from Valerie. Any advice from my guides today? Valerie. Oh, this deck does not want to be the one.
Any advice from? Okay. So Valerie B, what I got for you, we have the 4 of Swords, which is which is a card about resting. More importantly than that, it's resting the mind, because you need a bit of rest after you go through growth. And when I rest, it especially like after getting a really powerful tarot reading or doing something like what we're doing, I need to rest and allow my brain to settle. So I think your guides are saying you need a good rest. You also need to pay attention to your intuition more, Valerie. Is this something that you have been not doing as you normally would? Because this seems very important. This is in the center. And then we have the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups for me, as I've been doing some studying, the 4 does suggest the need to decide what fulfills you emotionally, because we have 2 4s. So we have the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. And I'm wondering if if something is distracting you, you're using some sort of an emotional thing to distract you. Because Valerie, I'm also thinking your guides are going to be giving you an opportunity to rally the troops and to really start to focus your energy. Valerie, I hope that makes some sense to you. Let me know.
It does to me, because that's the protection guardian.
Yes.
And she's saying to drop your shields. Listen to your intuition, because you're the high priestess. And that's harness mystic power. You know you have the power. You know
Yes.
that you can do it. You don't have to always have a shield, because I also got the Fairy of the Divine Hand, which is about having a distorted view. So,
oh yeah,
step back.
that works
Yes,
with the 4 of Cups.
step back and look at things as they really are, not what you think they are. They're not as bad as you think they are.
Yeah.
They see them for what they are. Drop your shields so you can see them, because you have the power.
I love that, because and I held up the moon because things look
Yes.
different by the light of the moon than they do
Yes.
in the light of day. So
Absolutely.
you may be getting caught up too much in that.
Step
So
back and see what you're looking at for what it really is.
Valerie said, I'm testing and following my intuition, but trying to figure out what fulfills me. Absolutely correct. I do love doing the astrology. And thank you for concerning my concerns. I may have a distorted view on my skills, like I'm not good enough, not a master astrologer, etc. Well, guess how you become a master astrologer?
You
You
practice.
do it.
Yeah. You have to just do it. See, and that's what you just
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
I trust yourself. You have to trust yourself. What first comes to your mind and to your heart, that is what is right.
Mhm. Well, and I'm also thinking it may be an opportunity for you, Valerie, to, if you're thinking about things and you're overthinking them, then your intuition can't flow.
Exactly.
But if you're only paying attention to your intuition, sometimes you lose touch with reality. So, I'm wondering if jotting some notes or taking pictures of what you're doing and then going back will help. So,
Maybe because she has the same problem I have with remembering. So I always forget to write things down.
yes.
And I need to do this too, Valerie. Maybe if you just keep a pad and a pen near you all the time, and then just write it down, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It may not make sense at the time, but it
Yeah.
will later.
Yeah. And then definitely you could do if you're a digital person, you can take voice memos and stuff like that. But if you're like me, because sometimes I'm an overcomplicator, I forget to look at those notes. That helps, doesn't it?
This is an intro to our next question. Natalie is saying, I'm learning tarot and oracle cards. I would suggest going over to Gerald's channel when he does his Tarot the Stash Way. And you can pull up, he's done 2 episodes so far. Pull up those episodes. You can follow along. He makes it very easy
Aw.
to relate what the cards mean and be able to remember what they mean.
Oh, thank you.
Take a pen and pad with you when you watch.
Yeah. And I think Natalie, I encourage people to find a book that works for them, something that resonates with them. And then I also challenge people, find a book that pushes you outside of your comfort zone, because I find having the balance helps. Watch videos of people that you like. There's a lot of them, a lot of amazing content creators out
Yes.
there. Find the ones that resonate with you, and
Yes.
also watch the ones that you sort of push you a little differently, not tick you off. I mean, but so and Juno Spear also has a series of video about tarot cards.
Yes, she does. And there are several readers that have tips and
Yeah.
archetype videos
Great.
of the majors, and there's plenty of information there to get you started and see
Yeah.
if that's what you really want to do. And that is
I
an
love
excellent book.
this. I love this book. Robin Wood, the deck that we're using is there, but Know your limits, purchase responsibly. You don't have to buy anything. You can go to a used bookstore and find it. So
Yes. Look around and find, if you don't already have a deck, find a deck that when you look at it, look at the illustrations, you understand the symbology that's on that
absolutely.
card. And that will be the quickest way for you to learn, because it will mean something to you, so you'll be able to remember it.
Yeah. Just 9 days ago, Juno put the 10 of Pentacles video up, card symbolism. That's cool.
So,
Hi, Kiva.
Hi, Kiva. We're doing questions if you have a question. Sherry says there are a whole bunch of us who are learning as we go, me included. Also check out Tarot Love Community, because yes, Renee has all kinds of whatever you're looking for to, as far as being able to use a divination tool to help your progress in your spirituality. There's lots of things available through her website.
Okay, am I going back into a retail job? Okay, let's do... Natalie said, I'm looking at the Chubby Bunny tarot cards. Been great. So, okay. Let's look at the retail job first. Or yes. I don't see you, by the way, for entertainment purposes only, et cetera, et cetera. I don't see you want to go back into a retail job, to be honest with you, because I got my indicator with the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, she has shielded her emotions, so she's doing that. You have to figure out how you're going to make your money if you do an online or stay-at-home business. And because I have a lot of major arcana with this, I have the Emperor and the Chariot. So the Emperor suggests making sure you understand the boundaries of what you do, have a good business plan, and going online would give you the ability to reach some different people. It's going to take, it feels like it's going to take a bit for it to get started. And once it does, it's going to go well online. But I'm going to let you go, because then I'm going to look at something else.
Okay. The card I got for going back to retail, you don't want to do it. It's not in your heart. It's not what you want to do. So I'm thinking that if you do go back to retail, you will be miserable.
Yeah.
For stay-at-home business, I got the Six of Wands, writing in victorious, and then the King of Pentacles, steadfast, earthy, reliable. So it may take some time and planning, but you can make it work. You can make it work.
She said, hell no, I hated it, the retail.
I got that impression.
Yeah, so did I. I was just like, okay, let's talk about online and stay at home fairly quickly. I think this is a new idea, and you need you need to really understand what it is that you want. And a part of me feels um, there feels a need for you to have interaction with people, and not just like just doing things by yourself, like medical billing or something like that. It really feels like you need to get out there. You need to try a few things, get a clearer picture of what it is, because I got the Ace of Swords, so I think it's one of those things like, okay, what is it that you want to do? What are the possibilities around you? What can you do? What gives you an opportunity for growth? And what could actually could lead you into things? I also got Temperance, which, thinking about retail or online, it feels like it's a balance between those two. So,
So
so
do what you need to do if you need to make money. But if you decide to start a business at home, just do all the homework. Make sure that that you are aware of everything, that it's going to count the cost.
yes,
Count the cost.
yes, that's a good thing. And get legal advice from people who have already done it.
Yes.
Seek some professional assistance.
And if you need to make an LLC or whatever you need to do it up front so that you don't have to worry about that later.
Mm-hmm. I feel this is one of those readings that's what you want to do. Now you just have to show up and start figuring the details out.
Yes.
But as many of us know, it's easier to find a job, to look for a job when you have one.
Yes.
So, and if you are doing retail to help support you while you get your online or your home business going, then that's what you do. And you focus on that and you don't forget where you're going.
Yes. And always keep it in front of you so that
Yes.
this isn't permanent. What I'm doing that I don't like, it's not permanent. It's
Yes.
just a means to an end.
And by the way, you don't need to tell people, I'm only here doing this for a little bit. No, you show up, you do the work, but don't lose the perspective.
Right.
And revisit it often.
Yes.
So, hope that makes sense. Stay-at-home mom right now. Well, hell, that is a full-time job.
Yes, it is.
And the other thing is I used to interview people. I used to hire for where I worked. And what was great is when I would have people who were entering the workforce after being stay at home and doing caring. The ones that I really liked were and the ones I often hired were the ones who could translate what they did as a stay-at-home provider to the business environment, and they were so great, very mature. It's great.
I think using life experience in your workplace is so helpful.
Yes.
And management that doesn't utilize the experience of their employees are missing out.
Yes, I agree.
Gerald, how did an extrovert become a librarian?
I'm actually not a librarian. I do not have my library degree. I do not have my master's in library and information sciences. I worked in customer service, so I was in circulation.
Oh,
So I interacted with people and I applied the rules and regulations in a way that were appropriate to provide the best customer service. So most of my job was customer service.
So that fulfilled your need to interact with people.
Yeah.
But still allowed you to be I'm assuming this because it's someplace I love, it allowed you to be someplace that you love to be.
Yes. And I really do love the structure of a library. It's like everything in its place and a place for everything and everything in its place. It's great. Bye, Juno.
Bye, Juno. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, I have Yeah.
And yeah, so we all have challenges at home or wherever we are in our life experience that we can bring to the table.
Yes.
In whatever business we're
You got
going
it.
into.
Yes.
Okay, Kiba is up next. She would like a card. Do you have
Okay, Kiba.
anything specific you want, Kiba? Any specific area that you want us to look at?
Viviani's right. It can be intimidating applying for jobs out of being of the workforce for a while. Yes.
It can be, and
keep showing up.
yeah,
Keep showing
that's all
up.
you can do. That's all you can do. You're welcome, Natalie.
Show up. Yeah.
Well, Valerie
Thanks,
loves libraries too. I think probably the nature of the people that in our community lends itself to loving the library.
Yes, because we want a lot of information.
Yes, we do.
And we want to have access to it. So, but yeah.
Okay.
Kiba, do you have a something specific in mind? Bye, Sherry H.
Bye,
Duty
Sherry.
calls.
Have a good day. All right.
You still here, Kiba?
I don't see anything from Kiba.
I'm watching too.
Okay, Kiba. I wonder if she stepped out for a minute.
Yeah, there's only so much brain space. The great thing, Valerie B, with a library is you don't have to store it in your brain.
That's true.
You can find it. You just need to know how to operate the system.
Yes, if you know how to use. Do they even use the Dewey Decimal System anymore?
Yes. Yeah. Some libraries do. Some libraries use Library of Congress. So. All right. Well.
I got the King of Cups, and I don't know if this is a person or if it's a situation. But then I got the Queen of Cups. So there's lots of emotional stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
But it's balanced because we have the King and the Queen. And then I got the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever is happening right now, it's in the midst of change, but there is some balance going on that leads me to believe that whatever the change is, that it's going to be for the highest good. It's going to be for the best for you.
Yeah, and there's so many different ways to look at it, and as you're dealing with it, so you can be more receptive or more projective with how you're thinking. So, and Kiba, the card that I got for you is the Seven of Wands. So this is the card about decision making. What are you going to do? Where are you going to put your energy? And when it relates to that, your cards. How are you going to demonstrate that emotional support? So, and you got the wheel as well.
Yes, I got the wheel.
Yeah, because and that's a thing. That's a thing that the wheel shows up. Things are changing. This is a card about where are you going to put your time and your energy, and what's going to inspire you. So there you go. So I don't think Kiba's here, but there you go. It was at 42.
She'll watch back.
Yeah.
Okay, I have Viviani.
Hi, Hypnicity.
Hi, Hypnicity. How are you?
Viviani.
Thank you, Viviani. Yes, for entertainment purposes only. Message from the guides, please. And thank you. Okay, Viviani.
Viviani, are you aware of your guides? Are they, that when they're around you, do you notice that? All right. I don't need to shuffle the faces off of these cards.
Oh.
I talk to them, but not aware. Okay. I'm thinking, I've got the Sun. This is the Santa Muerte, which is my one of the decks that I use. This is a card of enlightenment and opportunity, of having that joy around seeing them. So I'm also wondering if you need to do that music, where you turn on the radio and you listen to the song, and that's a message from your guides. See two of them playing. They're playing guitars. It's time for you to, this is the 10 of Swords. It's time for you to stop overthinking things. You're now living with the decisions that you made, so they want you to be aware of that. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles, which this card is allowing you to, practice and work. You need to practice talking to them and listening to them and hearing them. So I like how these pentacles are around the head. So yes, I get messages from music and numbers. Well, then start paying attention to that. Do more music and numbers, because from there, you're going to have an opportunity to take some action in order to be able to interact with them. So that's what I got for you.
I think that you might be investigating who you are, who you think you are. Are you the person that you have thought that you were? This is Angela Carter. She stands for identity, that you maybe are searching. Then I got Alejandra Pizmeric, and she stands for silence and holding space.
Oh, okay.
Then I got Toni Morrison, who stands for power, and she is owning who she is. So you may have been questioning, but you need to step into it and own it. Own it and know that when you are in your quiet place, they are with you and sending you messages. You just have to learn. You can tell them to give you a message in a way that you can understand it, to make sure that it's absolutely something that you know what they're trying to tell you. You're allowed to tell them and set boundaries.
Yes. And I love in that card of being quiet, the hands are above.
Yes.
So
it's just the same thing that Gerald said. You need to just listen and tell them that you're listening, and you want them to let you know in a way that you can understand it.
Yeah. And appreciate when you get a message.
Yes.
Appreciate
and it doesn't
when you
have
get that.
to be anything elaborate. It can be something small.
Yeah. And just say thank you. I heard that.
Yes.
Because everybody likes to be recognized.
Yes.
Hi, Mims.
Hi, Mims. Hi, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Ron's here. I don't see Mim's name, but I know she's there.
Couple above that one.
There's.
So. There you go.
There she is. So,
work lurking.
Lovely to have you with us. I only have one more question, so if anyone else would like to ask a question, feel free.
Excellent. Guidance from my guides about starting my YouTube.
Oh.
Ooh.
If I remember right, Tara Reina has some shaman energy around her from her grandparents. Let's see. I don't think that Kiva is here right now, Viviani. I think that she'll probably be back.
Hitting the City added one.
Goodness.
Love a general reading from my guides.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Grab her there.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's the correct pronunciation? Is it Tara Reina?
Tara Reina.
Tara Reina. Okay. Tara Reina, are you still here?
I believe I saw her just a minute ago.
Okay.
I might have been imagining it.
Well, yes, here. Okay. So I pulled two cards and I got the Queen of Wands, which is the card of being inspired and actually putting that in action and being willing to do something and it not be perfect, but it be inspired and make sure that you're enjoying it and you're learning it. The other card that I got is the Four of Wands, which is the card of setting up a structure that will help you. Because when you set a structure and you play in that structure for a while, the energy builds beautifully and gets stronger and stronger and stronger. I tell people who are actually starting a YouTube channel to remember you're not going to have 2,000 followers in a minute. It's going to take some time to build up. And so in that build up, it creates that structure. Keep putting content out. The content is great. You're going to learn. I'm going to tell you what I told people as I was training people to train. Don't tell people when you've made a mistake, because if they don't know, they're not going to see it. Overall, it's a very powerful thing. I think it's a good thing. I believe you have something unique to offer, and it's try not to overcomplicate it. Do something with it. Get it out there. Put your light out there, and as you do it, the light will get brighter and brighter as it comes along. So that's what I got.
Okay. That goes along with what I got. Oh, first I wanted to say hi to Debbie. Aquarius Owl is here.
Debbie?
I first got the Judgment card, and I love this Judgment card because it's the phoenix rising out of the ashes. So something new. It's the end of a cycle, but it's the beginning of a cycle. And then next I got the Temperance card. So to be balanced.
Uh-huh.
And then the Knight of Pentacles, mature and honorable. And I think that that's where you're sitting. That's where you are. You have reached a level that you are ready to share what you know. I also pulled the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. So you got this. You can do it. But like Gerald said, just don't expect too much right away. Keep putting out your content. Whoever needs it will see it.
And they'll see it when they need to see it. It could be right when you do it. It could be 5 years later. So
She's a Sagittarius too, so um, I think that if this is the direction you want to go in, you have the talent, you have the knowledge, and you are in a place that you're ready to step into it.
Yes. And
And
I love that the Knight of Pentacles is there, because knights are about action, they're about movement, and the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight really in the suit that is a slow and steady
yes,
knight. So
yes.
it's grounded.
So she says she travels a lot.
And YouTube is perfect for me. Well,
So,
good.
and you can take it with you. It's something
Mm-hmm.
you can do from the road if you need to.
Absolutely. And you don't have to do lives. You do not. Hi, Jane the Seeker Tarot. And I also think it's important to remember you can make it as complicated as you would like, or as straightforward as you like. When I was doing videos that were not lives, I was a one-shot person. I just did it. I did not do a whole lot of editing. But if editing is your jam, then great, edit. So fiery
Valerie
energy.
says that Sagittarius is fiery energy.
Yeah, that's
Go
amazing.
forward.
Love that.
So, if that's what you feel called to do, you should do it.
Yep. She says yes, or they say yes. I want to keep it simple and authentic. And I think that that's beautiful.
Yeah. And I don't do anything to my videos that I upload. I just turn on the camera and talk, and then I turn it
Yeah,
off
yes,
and I upload it. And
yes.
so you can make it exactly what Gerald said. You can make it as complicated or as simple as you want to. The
Mm-hmm.
simplest thing is to do a live.
Yeah.
So
And that takes a learning too.
it does. So that's all interaction with
Mm-hmm.
the chatters, with your guest,
Yeah.
and you will find the way that you're comfortable.
Yeah. And you know, by the way, Jane the Seeker, I know you were just doing readings with Lisa. Do you want a reading? Type in me.
Yes,
And if a specific thing.
if you would
Hey
like.
there. Hi there.
Thayer here.
Yeah, they're just popped in.
Um,
Yeah, good.
you're getting there. She is. Hi Thayer.
Yeah. And
Um,
that's beautiful.
okay. Let's
Yay.
see.
Jane wants a reading that she
Jane
just
wants a
added it,
reading.
so it'll show up. There,
Well,
it's good to see you.
okay, there we go, Jane. There, do you want a reading too?
And while we're doing this, people who are watching now, please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit the like because it lets YouTube know that you value the content that Debbie is putting out. So
You're
please
very
do that.
welcome, Tararena. Excuse me, I didn't mean to step on you.
That's okay. It's your show. Step on me all you want.
No, Thayer isn't
And
wanting a reading today. So
and Mims just said they would like a reading. It's
Mims,
not
where are
too
you?
late.
Okay. Yes, it's not too late. Or no, it's not too late.
Yeah.
One or the other. One or the other.
Wow. Okay. Hypnocity. General reading from my guides.
Oh, thank you, Thayer. She says we're a good pair. Okay, hypnicity. Angela, I know you're there lurking. Thank you for staying with us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Hypnocity. From your guides, I have the Queen of Pentacles. It may be a good opportunity for you to make sure that your home and your environment is in good shape and that you're taking care of things. This is the card of your physical environment, as well as your money, your resources, your overall health. And it's one of the things that also comes up. Hypnocity said, not looking forward to the short days. Yes, the seasons show up. What are you going to do that fills in the shorter days? Is it that you want to cook? You want to sit down and read a good book? You want to make do and mend? You want to rearrange things, shuffle the energy? It feels very important for you to understand that when things change, what you have available to you to keep your energy up. And we have, boy, we've gotten the Four of Wands twice so far. And this is a card of celebration. It's a card of good foundations for the energy. And I also think what is nice here, it's a with a dance, people have to do their part. They have to do it as best as they can. And I love how the wands are radiating at the top. And so it feels very, very much like a taking care of your residence, because the overall message for this is the Ace of Swords, which is taking some action to keep yourself and what you say and what you do in line. I like how this is, this is the, I forget what they call that, sort of like the caduceus. Is that what they say? It's also looks like DNA. And
It does. It looks like both. It looks like that word that's hard to say, and DNA, a double helix.
Yeah, double helix. So what I would say, Hypnocity, what could be really helpful is use this time to think about actions that you want to do that are different when we get longer days of sun. So, and this just in, Jeffrey sent me a message about the Four of Wands, affirmation of being on the right path.
Yes.
That's directly from Jeffrey, who is on the other side of the camera. Jeffrey, Jeffry, no second E.
Yes.
And he is an amazing reader. So I like that. You're on the right path. You're doing the good things. You're doing you're doing the right things. So thank you, Jeffrey.
You are, and I'm getting the feeling that you don't trust yourself, that your confidence might be a little low. I got the Strange Valentine, which is love is strange. But then I got the Faceless Ghosts and the Haunted Girl, ghost people. So, and then Dried Flower Fairy, which is memories. Hypnicity, let go of the past, because if it's haunting you, then it's not serving you. You have the support of the Earth Mother.
Oh, yeah.
She is there to tell you you need to feel loved and comforted, that memories are fine. Remembering those who went before, that's fine. But you can't live there. You have to love what you have now. Trust it and let it comfort you.
And I think the key thing, if I may add, Deb, is if you can use the past also as a way, your memories as a way to inspire you, or they can keep you, they can make it harder for you. Hypnocity, are you the person who is creating the permaculture? I don't know if that's Hypnocity.
I don't, but this card is so telling. Because look, she's got the butterfly for transformation. There's the symbol for the moon up in this corner. There's she has the grapes for
Yeah.
abundance. There's the world is her child.
Look, I mean, those two cards, you picked Earth Mother and I had the Queen of Pentacles. Do those
Yeah,
totally look related?
they do. They do. And the she's the earth is her child.
Mm-hmm.
So she is there to comfort you. She
Yes.
is there. You can always draw comfort from the earth. And I think that you're the kind of person that can go out in the backyard and just be recharged, be
Yes.
energized. And I know that the days are growing shorter, and you live in a state that sometimes is very wet. So just take the sun where you can get it. And if you
Mm-hmm.
can't get real sun, get yourself a sun lamp.
Yeah.
Get yourself, do something to recharge that, and get your hands in the earth if you need to. Whatever you need to do to get back to Mother Earth, she will comfort you.
Yeah. And I also, and the last thing I want to say is, well, the last thing I want to say, right? That'll happen. With the mother goddess Gaia is that big picture. The Queen of Pentacles is putting it into action and paying attention to the cycles of the earth. Everything has to rest. So what we're going into is the period of rest, which when we were an much more agriculturally based society, this is the time when we get our house in order, we mend things, we do stuff around the fire, we tell stories, we plan, we understand. And I think that's an important aspect of things to remember, Hypnocity. So,
And she said that she needs to find the right people because she can't do it by herself.
of course.
Don't don't even try to do it by yourself.
No.
The right people will come.
Mm-hmm.
They will
Keep
come.
showing up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. So yeah. Thanks, Hypnocity.
Thank you for letting us read for you.
Yes.
Let's see what.
Jane the Seeker.
Do you have anything specific, Jane, that you would like to know, or just something general?
I have faith. Thanks, Hypnocity said. Good. Terena said, in Florida, summertime is a resting time in the garden. Yeah, well, it's too freaking hot.
Hot. I don't get along with hot. Says the person who lives in Texas.
Well, Jeffrey's content anything above 90. You know, and the hotter the better. And I'm like, oh.
Yes.
What is this change I'm going through is what Jane the Seeker says. Just what is this change I'm going through? Okay. For entertainment purposes.
Okay. The change.
Oh, should I do that thing that you never want to hear tarot readers do? Interesting. Oh wow. I'm intrigued by that. Ooh.
Yes.
Jane. Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh.
I felt like I interrupted you.
No, I was thinking very loudly. I apologize.
Thinking very loudly.
I
And
do
she
that
said,
sometimes.
yeah, well, yeah, what? Be loud or think? And by the way, you notice she did that while I was drinking something, so I'm very glad. Yeah, Jane's going, Jane, You are going through, you are getting ready to experience a release of creativity in a different way. This is the Page of Cups, and you see the Page of Cups actually has a palette there and is holding the cup out and has water. And we see getting inspired by what is going on around them. Then we have the Magician, which is the card about having all of the resources around you. And Jane, I actually feel this is an opportunity for you to learn how to use the tools and the gifts that you have and put them together in a new way. Because what we have then is the next card is the Ace, or the Eight of Wands, which is rapid advancement. So when you have that experience of this new way of feeling about yourself, recognizing the tools and the powers and the abilities that are available to you, it is going to help to propel you forward, and not just for you to remain inspired, but also to inspire others and to inspire others. Overarching for this is the Three of Cups. I love this card because this is a celebration. It's about being surrounded with people who have like minds and shared ideas, the people who appreciate you, they value you. They don't just say yes, they celebrate your successes and lift you up when you are struggling. And I believe you're creating this. Okay, I'm going to stop talking and let you talk now.
At first I got the Sage, be devoted and committed. So this change that you're going through is something that you have to commit to wholeheartely.
Yes.
Then I got the Elder, to move beyond ancestral patterns. So this is a new thing. It's a new direction, but it's the right direction. It's how you should go. You need to trust. If you trust, you will thrive. That's what the stag said. So I went ahead and drew some cards.
Oh my God, look, put that stag up. Notice the horns.
Yes.
These both have horns.
Yes.
That's incredible. Look at that.
Yes.
Love that.
See a little bit of Pan's influence maybe, or another horned deity.
Yeah.
I went ahead and pulled some cards from the tarot deck as well. First I got, now Jane, this is maybe what you're going through now. It's not what's coming. This is a Five of Swords. There's a challenge. Maybe someone's pushing you in a direction you don't want to go. It's been a little bit of a burden to you. But the thing is that if you persevere and stick it out, it will work out for the best. It's going to be the best thing for you. It's going to be something new. It's going to be something new.
Yeah.
Just trust it. Trust it, and you will thrive.
I love that. That's incredible.
That's what I got.
And Jane was like, that says growth to me. I believe the horns, and growth is painful.
It can be, yes.
And growth, I mean, think about a caterpillar who has to transform completely into a new type of creature.
Yes.
It's like, whoa.
But it's something beautiful. The transformation is something beautiful.
Yes. Trust and thrive. Thank you both so much. You're welcome. Thanks for letting us read for you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for letting us read for you.
That's cool.
All right. And then I have Mims.
Hey, Mims.
And no, it's not too late.
Nope.
Is there anything specific you'd like to know, or just something general?
I think Mims was work lurking, weren't they?
I think so.
Work lurking. Working lurking.
Yes, yes.
Just a general
We're
thank
on
you.
at the time of day when we cause some amount of work lurking.
Awesome. I totally want to keep doing this when we have, we'll be the midday thing. So
Just general.
just general. Okay. Are you actually going to pick a card, or can I pick two?
I did 3, so
Ooh, well, I'll do 3 then too.
just because I wanted to be clear.
There you go. You want to go first since you've...
Sure, I can. Mims, let go of the old. The snake tells you to shed your skin. Let it go. It's not serving you. The high priest wants you to intend and create. But what do you need to intend and create? The stargazer tells you to look higher, reach higher. Whatever you're trying to reach for, reach beyond that.
Ooh. Reach beyond it. Reach beyond it, Mims. It's like, dang, okay. I got the 8 of Wands. Rapid advancement. Woohoo! What your guides are doing is they're giving you an opportunity to grow exponentially and fast with extra foundation. With this comes the need to, you have to work at it. You have to keep showing up. You have to do all of the things that you need to do in order to have that growth, because it leads to the High Priestess, which is very much a card of trusting your intuition, knowing how to use the tools that are available to you, looking inward, looking at your sacred books and the things that inspire you. And this is truly paying attention to your intuition and that inner knowing without necessarily having to explain it. Now,
Tell her
when that
Mama loves
happens,
your fan.
oh, thank you. And then the thing to remember is when all of that happens, we're going to have the 5 of Wands. 5s are about conflict, and no, let me rephrase that. 5s are about an exchange of energy of some sort. And when we look at this, are they fighting or are they dancing? Is this a choreographed aspect?
Yes, it could be. It could be.
Yeah, that's that. But
I especially like that too, Jane.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the High Priestess. So and I think the thing to remember is this exchange of energy, when controlled, can be very, very rewarding. But when it gets a little chaotic, then people start to get hurt. They start to have more pain. So pay attention that as you were working through the 8 of Wands, which is rapid advancement, the High Priestess. Remember, you have to balance all of that energy, and that's how it goes.
Susan Beckett is here.
Hi, Susan.
She would like to know what decks we are using.
I was just using the Robin Wood Tarot.
I also am using that deck, but I'm also using the Tarot Mucha.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the Angels and Ancestors, Literary Witches and Shadows and Light oracle cards.
Yeah. And I also did I was using the Santa Muerte a
Yes,
bit earlier.
which I also like that deck a lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, Mims have to remember it's just an exchange of energy. Yep.
Yes, an exchange of energy, and it could be choreographed. Absolutely
Yep.
could be choreographed.
Yep. And when you show up and you do, yeah, I love the dance circle. It's very much, it builds up time. It builds up that energy because sometimes we need that energy. You're welcome, Mims.
You're welcome.
Oh, Jane the Seeker said that's coming in the mail today.
Cool.
Which one? Jane the Seeker is on later today, I think on Good Journeys Tarot with Tarot by the Pines. And they're talking about the Spacious Tarot. I believe it's at 6 p.m. Eastern.
I will try to catch that
The
because
Santa Muerte, Jane said.
the Five of Wands and the Sawyer's Path.
Mm-hmm.
All for one and one for all.
Yes.
Yes, the Santa Muerte is Gerald uses it a lot for ancestors.
Yes, I do. And it's just what I was drawn to for it. So yeah.
She said she loves the Spacious Tarot.
Yes. Yes, she does. So wow.
Should we do a card for the collective?
Sure. What are people who are watching this or who are watching it back? What's the message for them? Thanks everybody for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for
comments and a thumbs up.
Keeping us company.
Jane is getting there's a mini Spacious Tarot. What? I love me a mini. By the way, everybody, know your limits, purchase responsibly.
Yes, purchase responsibly.
No, mini Santa. There's a mini Santa Muerte.
Oh, that's cool.
Love that. Okay, I'll have to look at that. Okay. What do we got for everybody?
Okay.
I got Death. It's this card of transformation. It's the card of pointing to the past. Let the past go. And that will allow your cup to overflow.
Yes.
And allow the emotions to come out. You can't hide some emotions. Just, you can't hide anger or joy. I mean, you can't hide anger because you also hide joy. It interferes with all of the emotions.
Yes, it does.
So yeah.
I got the Six of Cups. So
nice.
It's okay sometimes to be a little nostalgic and look back on things and the way things have been. But we always want to make sure that we are waiting for the important information. That's the oracle. And so she's not just waiting, she's actively participating in the information. So just make sure that you are ready to receive, because information is coming every day. We're getting something new, and something new is really coming. So
I'm still here. You just can't see me for a minute. I'm moving around.
Okay.
I'm still here. Those are great cards. These are amazing.
I really like that oracle card. It's just a calming card.
Yeah. And which deck is that?
That's the Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray.
Okay. I have some oracle decks. Sometime we should probably talk about, or I'd like to host something where we talk about using oracle cards. I know a lot of people like them and use them. I don't use them a lot. I have some. I have actually more than what I had expected to have. So
Gerald's giving side eye.
I am giving side eye. Yeah, Jane the Seeker. I'm going to be on Jane's channel in a couple of weeks again. So
On
I think
Tuesdays with TarotStache
TarotStache exclusively on Jane the Seeker
on Jane the
Tarot.
Seeker.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that little that the emoji is it an emoji or whatever. I love that. Okay, so stop moving around.
Are you collected?
I'm collected, giving side eye.
Yes.
So yeah. So wow.
She says she loves your.
Is that all of the reading?
That is all the readings we have.
Mine.
Unless anyone would like something. What do you have coming up, Gerald?
Well, on Monday at my usual time, you and Ben are coming on.
Yes.
And it's going to be on Purple Elephant at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. BST.
Yes.
You're going to do my time because Jeffrey and I are out of town. We're coming back from his birthday celebration. And then Tuesday the 20th, we have Back and Forth with Jamie and Gerald, and Beneficial Tarot is asking the questions.
Yes, all Ben all the time.
And oh yeah, I didn't think of that. He's going to be. And then the following Monday, Lisa and I are doing a deck casual, the cute little Lenormand, and Sarah M. Lyons will be joining us. So
that will be fascinating.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
And I don't have anything coming up beyond talking with Ben on Monday because I have been out of the loop a little bit. But I will get on getting some guests lined up. And
should we do another reading?
We could.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. You know, we could.
We could. I enjoy it. I always enjoy our little get-togethers.
Yeah, and you were just on with Richie last Friday.
I was, and he is
Long
such
Man
a
Tarot.
lovely person. I just really enjoy his company.
Great. So,
and he is someplace on vacation right now on holiday.
Is he?
I think so. I think
okay.
Or maybe he's back.
I think he's back to school because it's school is going crazy. And
are they having school right now?
I believe so. I
believe there's goes on during the official mourning period for the Queen.
I believe so, but I don't know all of the details.
I don't know either, and I don't have access to something to tell me right now.
Yeah.
But
thanks, everybody.
And go over to Gerald's channel, like, share, hit the notification bell. like this video.
Everybody's got to have a gimmick.
Thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you very much.
And thank everyone in the chat and all of your wonderful questions. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. And until next time, beautiful beings.
Bye.